fact that we call them racism study circles has always been a little bit contentious.
What we tried to do is we tried to kind of couch the word race a little bit. And then it sort of still tumbled out there. And it still felt the same as if you were saying it, whether you couched it or not. And so then we stopped trying to couch it, and we just called racism study circles.
If we're going to be candid and forthright, about addressing any issue, whatever it is, whether it's racism or poverty or economic development, whatever it is, call a spade a spade.
At times I do get feedback that people will say, well, I don't think it's about racism, I think it's about human understanding, and they want to veer away from that.
I hear some people say, well, I'm not racist, why would I need to do that? Or maybe they don't want to, maybe because we use that term, it's a little bit too sensitive for them. But on the other hand, the conversation is that's what we talk about, and so it's real. And you're not sugarcoating something that really shouldn't be sugarcoated.
It's such a difficult thing to figure out. I don't think we've figured out how to speak to it. So we just call it that. But what speaks louder now, luckily, we made it through the early stages, that what speaks is not racism and the volatility of that word, although that's not been totally eradicated. Everything that we are now is what represents us. And so that word is not so scary anymore.
It wasn't like thrust on the community in a negative way. It was a gentle offering. And I think for the most part, over time, the community has accepted that invitation.
If I'm inviting someone, then I want to pay attention to how I'm sharing it, how the invitation's coming out, and letting them know that your fear's okay. It's a peaceful place. It's a peaceful place for conversation, and not just saying, here, let's come and talk about racism, because we need this in our community.
It takes a lot of courage to talk about race, because you have to do a lot of reflective thinking, and not everybody's ready for that. But if you are, and when you are, it is just so great that we have people that can, bring us through that process.
That conflict is still going on out there. It still hasn't been resolved, and it won't get resolved until folks call it what it is, admit that it's there, that it exists, and only then can you have a serious discussion about how do you address it, what can you do about it, or what can we do about it.